What's going on, guys? This is Jeffrey again here in the Car Life TV channel. Hope everyone had a very safe and very good Thanksgiving recently. And I'm excited to be featuring this very sought after Subaru Crosstrek. This one, as it sits, it is a 2024 Crosstrek Wilderness. And we're gonna go over some of the things that make this little SUV stand out in comparison to the other regular Crosstreks, because this one is the Wilderness edition. You're basically gonna get different look on the exterior, different tires and wheels. Looking at about 9.3-inch ground clearance as opposed to the other Crosstreks. So this one sits the tallest, which means that it's more off-roading capable. And as you can see by looking at the hood over here, just like any other of the Subaru products that have the Wilderness touch appearance to it, I should say, you're gonna have that hood deflector, so that way the sun doesn't reflect right into your line of sight as it's hitting right in front of you, which is pretty cool. And for this particular year, is gonna have Subaru's latest eyesight system with 3 cameras and a very wide center camera there. One of the safest systems that is in the business right now, right on par with the major ones from like Mercedes, BMWs, and any of the other manufacturers. So it's a solid choice as far as safety goes. And then this Subaru also offers a lot of value for the money, I would say. Typically, people that buy Crosstreks in the past, they've bought those Crosstreks and basically made them off-road by giving them like like lift kits, adding different tires and wheels and things like that. But this one comes off-road ready from factory with a warranty, which is pretty cool. And speaking of the warranty, you do get the same basics 5-year 60,000 powertrain warranty, 60,000 miles, and 3 years 36,000 on the bumper to bumper. But as you can see on the exterior look for the 2024 model, pretty much has this, in my opinion, more sleeker look, more lines that are more edged out. And this one does seem to be a bit wider. And speaking of the tires, the Crosstrek Wilderness comes with 17-inch rims wrapped in 225 R17 tires. They are Yokohama's all-terrain, and it's a solid choice. I mean, if you're one that likes to do a lot of off-roading things or just camping and like to live very adventurous, you might want to check this at the very top of your list, because very few cars come ready to attack on any terrain, and especially in those snowing conditions. I mean, this car is basically ready. Even on the interior, if you guys follow me on the inside, the interior is going to have some waterproof seating material, which makes it very easy for you to clean. They call it StarTex, which is, if I had to guess, not real leather. But just look at that interior. I mean, they've definitely upgraded substantially by giving it the bigger screen. Now it's got the 11.6-inch multimedia screen, and I dig it. It looks pretty cool. Now, before we get too caught up with going about the interior, I did wanted to show you guys the key fob is still basically the same look. Nice, decent size, very light for its particular size of key. No remote start, which I find it odd that they don't include that from the key fob. Instead, Subaru expects you to get their Starlink account set up so that way you can remote start it from your phone, which every manufacturer is pretty much going with that route. But it still would have been nice to be able to get the remote start included with the key. But as you can see, to unlock the car, all you have to do is just press the Subaru emblem. To lock, you press that one. And I want to show you guys also what's powering the Crosstrek Wilderness. All right, what's going to be powering this Crosstrek Wilderness is going to be a 2.5 liter Boxster 4-cylinder engine, which is good for 182 horsepower, which is a decent amount of power considering the size of vehicle that this is. Subaru makes it very easy for you to service all your compartments, as far as, you know, making it very accessible and quick, which means less time in your shop bill in that case. And this engine, I find it to be a little thirsty. It is rated for 25 in the city and 29 on the highway, which the only other car that I think that comes to mind that's close to those figures is the Kia Seltos, which is not that far behind, rated at 27 in the city and 29 on the highway, especially if you go for the turbocharged engine option. But as you can see, they make it very easy for you to service the engine, and it is a very durable and reliable, solid choice, as you can see. Now we're gonna make our way over to the interior, so that way we can start going over some of the key factors that makes this vehicle unique and a solid choice. We're making our way over to the interior. It is keyless entry, so all you have to do is just put your hand through the handle and it pops it open. Tap this over here to lock the car. Now to access the interior, not sure why I didn't want to take it there, but as you can see, they do give you up down, one touch up down for the driver and the passenger side. Here is your mirror controls, as you can see, and you do have that orange Wilderness exclusive stitching throughout the interior, which over here feels pretty decent and nicely padded. Also very soft touch over here. This over here is pretty hard plastic, along with, you know, the trim around the door. And as you can see, the car does come with the Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds pretty freaking good. One thing that I would say about the Subarus is that they definitely know what they're doing as far as the sound system and partnership that they have with Harman Kardon. But as you can see, the car does have a nice stepping in height, and to start it up, all you have to do is just put your foot on the brake, hit the start button, which is located right underneath right behind the steering wheel. And I'm surprised to see that Subaru is still not including like a digital, you know, cluster, or at least give you a nice decent sized screen for the cluster view, like a 7-inch or an 8-inch at that. But instead they give you this nice little center helper screen, which gets the job done. It does show you quite a lot of information, and as you can see, there is that 11.6-inch touch screen, which has a lot of features built into them. The car does come with 2 level heated seats, high and low for both driver and passenger, along with electronic parking brake and dual zone climate control, which is pretty cool. Also, you have you know, all your Subaru emergency buttons there, and 2 buttons for the sunroof, which to open it up and slide it open, all you have to do is just press that one right there. Then it opens up the sunroof. No panoramic roof in this car, but that's okay. I mean, it's not something that's definitely needed, considering the class of car that this is. And for having a regular sunroof, it does get the job done well. Now, you do have a decent sized glove compartment there, which is not that deep in my opinion. And then this screen, or the Subarus I should say, they do make it easy to pair the phones by doing the NFC. All you have to do is just basically tap the phone right there when NFC is enabled, and the car and the phone basically can synchronize themselves that way. But as you can see on the screen, you have multi-apps there, and it feels like a little bit laggy as far as the touch goes. It's like you tap it and it takes like a second to give the command, but nonetheless it does get the job done well. And you have your auto start stop button right down here, multiple configurations, and so many more things that you can do. Now the car does come with a backup camera, of course, which it's only going to take partial amount of the screen. And as you can see, there's also different drive modes that you can select there as well. There's deep snow or mud, and then you also have snow and dirt, and then just regular normal mode. But with the parking sensors, you know, you can basically tell how much closer you would be getting from the object behind you, or the car that's behind you as well. It would be pretty cool if they did something where the car basically would when you put it in reverse, it'll take like a bigger space on the screen. But when you do put it in reverse, also it does give you the trajectory and the distance of where the vehicle would basically be pointing and going. And that was actually the blind spot monitors going off, because it's detecting those cars that are going by, which is pretty cool. As far as the seat comfort, I mean, I do find these seats to be very comfortable, actually, considering that it's got that StarTex you know, seating material. And to access the center screen and to be able to basically adjust it, all you have to do is just, you know, push these buttons right here on the steering wheel. They do give you different information on the center helper screen there, like tire pressure information, MPG, you know, even has a spot for your driver assistance tech, and so much more. Now, those things you can adjust right over here, which you can set the distance of the car in front of you to be much lesser or greater, so that way, you know, the car basically, it's nearly self-driving at that point. Lane keeping assist is right over here, which you can enable. And then the steering wheel, it does tilt, and telescopes, which is very easy to adjust. Actually, with 2 fingers you can literally adjust these things. Some of the other manufacturers, they do make it a little bit stiff for you to be able to adjust. And another thing that I found is shock that this car has is actually paddle shifters. That's pretty cool, the fact that they threw that in there as well. Although it is a CVT that it has, the car would basically mimic gears. Does have automatic headlights there, which I would have to find out to see if it does have things like automatic high beam assist and such things. And then you do have a nice 12-volt charger there, a USB-C and a regular USB, along with a an aux cable. I didn't even know they did those things. Well, Subaru still wants to make sure that they cater to that type of technology. And a wireless phone charging pad in that center, you know, in that little area right there. Now, for the center console, it does have a decent size within the armrest there to store some things. And you do have your Wilderness all-terrain mats, which I think is pretty cool, the fact that Subaru does those texturized Wilderness all-weather mats. No other manufacturer does that, so they definitely paid attention, you know, a little attention to detail there. And as you can see, the rest of the interior, you get more of that orange stitching throughout. Subaru Wilderness embroidered in the back of the seats. And speaking of the back of the seats, let's go ahead to the back row. Now, I am 5'10" on a good day, and I'm gonna see how this seat feels behind my current sitting position. And even still, I have about a good couple inches of knee space, which is, you know, very comfortable. My head does feel like it's about to touch the ceiling though, but it does have about an inch left. And back here you also have another USB-C, a regular, and another regular USB. Behind the driver's seat, there's no mat pocket there, but there is a small little pocket size area, which is basically almost as big as my hand, so it's not really that much storage space. And now, if you guys follow me to the back, let's go ahead and pop the trunk for you guys. Now, one thing that I noticed that's also back here is not only the Subaru big letters that they have there, but you also have some rear parking sensors, which is nice. That way they'll alert you whenever you are getting near something. And look at that, they have another texturized rugged Subaru Wilderness all-weather mat, along with its regular, you know, floor mats. That's pretty cool that they also have that as an accessory there. Nice little cargo cover, so that way nobody's all up in your business. And unlike a lot of manufacturers which are ditching a spare tire, Subaru still throws in a temporary donut tire, which is nice, along with its jack. So, and there you have it, guys. That is the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness, the 2024. This vehicle is available as of this filming. If you happen to have any questions, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message directly, or leave a comment in the comment section. For this channel is fairly starting, and I'm going to be looking to put out more content for you guys. So I appreciate your support, and it only gets better from here. I thank you for all this time that you guys have been with us as the channel is growing. We are currently located in the South Jersey area. This car was also provided by the RK Auto Group in Vineland, New Jersey. Airplanes driving by right did I just say driving? An airplane's riding by, so I do apologize for the extra noise. But yeah, the car is available as of this filming. You're more than welcome to shoot me a message, like I said, if you want to inquire more information about this vehicle, and I'll be more than happy to put an amazing deal together for you guys if you happen to be in the tri-state area. Again, my name is Jeffrey from Car Life TV. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.